Hi there. I'm here for my third 5-Minute Friday, and before I get started, I'm going to confess that I talked a lot in my last video about consistency and consistency being key, and then I fell off for 2 weeks in a row. So sometimes you have to own the stuff you create, and I will say that I chose to use my time differently those 2 weeks, but I am back and I'm going to be consistent again from this point on. Anyway, so I'm excited to be back into the swing of things, and today I really want to talk to you about how important it is to have positive self-talk and to have a positive mindset in the way you view the things in life that happen around you, to you, or to others in your life. And the reason for that is because if you're a mom or a parent, more is caught than is taught. And what I mean by that is that your kids are watching everything you do. And whether or not you tell them, this is what you should do, I want you to do this, they're gonna actually see what you do, and this is real life, people. I don't know what I'm doing with my videos. They're gonna see what you do and they're gonna do that. As they see you doing something over and over again, whether you tell them to do it or not, if they see you doing it, they will do it too. And I had a really proud mama moment recently in the car with my 6-year-old daughter. We were actually driving as a family, and we were chatting about one of our babysitters who is part of what we call our babysitter optimizer. We think it's very important to have at least 4 babysitters on rotation at all times so that we, and when I say we, I mean my husband and I, can have that time alone to ourselves, because we understand that our relationship is the primary one in this family, and that from our relationship everything else blossoms and grows. And so to do that, we go on date nights, we go on vacations, and that's only possible if we have people to watch our kids, right? So one of our babysitters from this babysitter optimizer, the nerve of her, had the audacity to go get a life and got into college and moved to Gainesville. I'm kidding, of course. We're really happy for her. And University of Florida is my husband's alma mater, minus Florida State. Obviously, we have a little bit of tension there when it comes to the schools, but he has other good qualities, so I let that slide. Our babysitter is there up at University of Florida, and my husband does some work for his company recruiting students at University of Florida to come work for his company, and he happened to be there and ran into her, and he was telling us all about how she's doing and what's going on with her. And she kind of mentioned to him, because she was at the career fair as well, that she was looking into other opportunities for work and that she was really miserable doing what she was doing, which is working in a retail establishment. And Emma, my daughter, said, "What do you mean she's miserable?" I was like, "Oh, honey, that's just a way of saying she really, really doesn't like it." And she goes, "Well, why does she choose that then?" And I had to stop. I had to, everybody pause, nobody say another word. And I said, "Yes, Emma, that is a really good question. Why does she choose that? Because let's make no mistake, everything in life is a choice." And I talk about that all the time. I talk about choosing your mood, choosing happiness, choosing what you want to do in life. I tell them all the time, you can do anything you want to do. Everything's a choice. And from saying that over and over and living it out and demonstrating it, here's my little 6-year-old, right? Spitting it back at me and really believing that. She's like, "Well, why would anyone do a job they didn't want to do? Why would you choose that?" And I was just so, so proud. I hope that you will take that to heart. If you're in a situation that you don't like, or if you're in a job that you hate, ask yourself, why am I choosing this? Because you are. It's a hard thing to have to face sometimes, but you're choosing it. You may tell yourself you don't have a choice because you have to put food on the table, you have to pay a mortgage, you this, you that. But the truth is that you still have a choice. There are other options out there for you, and more likely than not, it's just fear that is holding you back. That's all it is. Now, I'm not going to say fear isn't a real thing. It's a very real thing. Or as someone liked to tell me, it's false evidence appearing real, which if you think about, those are the words, right? The letters in the word fear. But I'm gonna go out and say something that may be unpopular and tell you that you do have a choice. You could make a change. Things could be different and things could be better. So if you're not choosing joy, if you're not choosing power, if you're not choosing light and love, ask yourself why not. So that's my 5-Minute Friday, some inspiration for you. I hope you are having a wonderful week and you're going to have an even better weekend, and I will see you, mark my words,